All right, we're back. Okay, today we're going to be doing a little bit of Superman here. I'm going to be jumping all over the place for a bit here, so feel free to jump in anytime and follow. Oops. And we're going down and flick out. I'm going to give some actual depth to his actual suit, so it just doesn't look like it's painted on. I don't think Jim Lee would mind. Remember, inside line is nice and light. So this is going to be all black and hatched inside. Always remember to do your inside lines first when you're doing stuff like this, because it'll be easier to see before you go in here and just go completely liney. That's how it'd be black there, so right, come down here. Yeah, so I'm a bit late for this video, but stuff gets in the way, right? And down here, up. Remember, light coming down, right? So it'll be nice and thin. I'm trying to do the old Scott Williams as much as I can here. Right, and then when you're pulling your lines, remember, it's going to be light coming down, so it'll be thick going into the muscle under the rib cage, or under the arm. Right, so it'll be pull up. Right, something like that, and then same with over here. And pull down because it'd be shadow here, right? So here he's got. You could do this either one of two ways. You can keep it thin, keep your lines nice and thin and just closer together, right? Create depth of shadow, or as you can actually make your lines actually thicker as you go into the black, right? And same with here, right? Oh, getting ahead of myself here. I'm not sure they're quiet all day. I know my cat chases my bird around. Sorry about that. Okay, remember that the lines are coming down, so they'll be thicker here going into the bicep, right? Then up here, you actually have a muscle right here, right? Right here. It actually goes like this, right? Right, so he wants the lines coming down into the muscle. And the same up here, but the opposite way, right? Right. And under the arm. Right. And get into the abs. Remember, keep your inside lines thick. You're just basically boxing out right now, just creating form, right? But just remember all your inside lines nice and light, right? You can actually just flick these out. If you guys want the longer videos or just a whole bunch of little short ones, I don't know what you guys want at all, so just winging it here. So I'm trying to show you just a bunch of different things at once, so you don't get bored with seeing the same thing all the time. Say, oh my God, has he done Batman yet? Has he done Batman yet? So that's why I'm gonna decided that I'm going to jump around. So I'm not just doing one thing at a time, right? Okay, now these are going to be going up into the rib cage, these lines here, right? So it'll be thicker going into the top of the rib cage. So pull up. Right. Of course, this is going to be bigger. This is the belt. Oops. Continuing back up on his arm. I want to make it actually look not like a painted on suit. I actually want to make it, I don't know why actually Superman would need armor or anything, but you can look at it as almost like armor, but, right. Just keep your lines nice and thin, yeah, because you don't know how it'll conflict with the backgrounds when you're starting. So, yeah, remember it's easier to add, right? Add to a line than take it away. Unless, of course, you love your whiteout, or, but that's not the way I was taught to ink, so. Whiteout is for effect only. Inside lines nice and thin. Okay, this is where your stops come in. You're doing the shield. Okay, stop. And stop there. You want to come in here, back down to the hand. Sorry if I'm jumping all over the place, but 32%. See, now as you pull it back, you can see. I'm just trying to get back right where it was. 32. Okay, and we'll continue down the leg here. Remember, you want to separate the this from his cape, right? And go thick and thin, and coming down, right? Remember, coming out of the muscle will be thick, nice and dark. As you get thinner and thinner into the groin area, your lines will get thicker and thicker, because basically there's going to be a shadow there, right? Remember, coming down, your muscle comes in, right? So these will be, right? These will be nice and thin up here, right? And then as you go down, the lines will get thicker and thicker, right? So nice and thin up here. And as you go down, go thicker. Throw a nice little happy line in there. Then he's got his knee pads here, which I'll separate. A nice little happy little line in there. He's got a shadow here, so nice and thin and thick. Right, nice little flick. It's like my J. Scott Campbell thing. You pick up things from every artist, right? So depending on how you want to ink, right? So, but the best way to learn how to ink is just by watching people, right? And then from there you'll learn new styles. And so he's got a black in here just under his leg here. Bird's eating my microphone. Don't away from my microphone. Right. Remember, as you get down, go thicker. Right. Same with here. Try to keep your lines equal distance from each other. In unison, right? See that with so many up-and-comer inkers, they'll just follow every line, right? Even though the artist has just put it there for basically reference. Oops, ugly line. Of where he wants his line sometimes, right? You don't have to follow exactly where it is, because sometimes the artist, it just doesn't make sense. Like if he's in a rush or something, he'll just outline it as the way he'd want it, and then it's basically up to you to figure it out, right? These will get haloed out in white, right? And here, these will all be reversed inked anyway. Right. Now working on the other side, the leg, going up to the groin. Remember, it'll be dark up top. Right. And he's got different throw lines here. He's got ones coming down. He's got ones coming up. And he's got ones coming to the side, right? So we'll do these ones down here first. Right. Remember, it'd be coming down thick. Right. And then he's got ones coming there. And then he's got lines coming here. Right. I just fade those out, and then he's also got lines coming down here. Right. And under saying it'd be nice, remember, to be thicker on the bottom than it will be on top. There's got more lines here. Just continue doing the leg. And this will be thick here and come down. Alright, separate the leg. This could actually be a little thicker in there, because that muscle will be. And you can actually, he didn't do this, but I think it'll look better, is there. So it'll just be that. And these will just all be lined in there. Okay, I'm just going to finish his other side of his stomach here, then I'll call it for this one. Right. Actually, before I get ahead of myself here. Do my lines here. And inside lines nice and thin. These are just cables from the his little Zat gun. Oops. And also when you're inking like this, or especially when you get somebody like really loose, or like someone like David Finch or Jim Lee, or try to make it as clean as possible. I guess the easiest way to do it is just look at someone like Silvestri. If you look at his pencils and then look at like someone like Bat over his inks, you look at that. This stuff is really clean. I don't know if that makes any sense, but just cleaner, the cleaner the better, right? So this skin is going to be thick. Because it's going down into the rib cage underneath, right? Then up here, it'll be going up into the arm, right? So it'll be nice and thick. As your lines get thicker, as they go under the arm. Remember, this line is over top of that, right? So remember, try to vary your line weight as much as possible. Line weight is key. Remember hills and valleys, right? Just remember that. Unless, of course, it's kind of obvious, but 99% of the time, that's what they'll have it is up above, because it's the easiest to do all the time, right? But always just watch for that. We get up here in 20 minutes. Okay. Right, so I think I'm just going to call it here. I'll just do his belt. Remember going up. Yeah, I'll do his hands. Alright, now I'll just pull that back. Now I'll leave that here for you guys, so you can see how it is. Right, a little bit too much there. There we go. And the last thing I'll do is just go in and do blacks, right? Actually, the line's under here, under his arm, on the left side. I don't know if you can see that cursor there, but those should have been thicker going in. It looks alright though. But hey, you're an artist, you're your own worst critic, right? So, alright, well, thanks, and I'll try to get a couple more videos out. Alright, great. Later. Bye.